I would say it is one of the least competitive NEET MDS exam you have ever written. Now, why is it so least competitive? Now, for those students who were disappointed last year because they didn't get a good rank, this is a golden opportunity for you all. You can't get a better NEET MDS exam. So this is the biggest mistake, whether you have got 10 months in front of you, whether you have got 6 months in front of you, 3 months in front of you, the students, the biggest mistake the students make. But the next 30 to 50 questions are called the dark spots. If you do these things, these 3 things, I can guarantee you shit. Now, one of the most crucial things, what not to do in the next 3 months. You ask any topper, did they master dental pulse? They will say no. Now, what I'm going to tell you next is that how to effectively prepare in the next 3 months. A result-oriented approach. No, you can't perfect anything in 3 months. Okay. Not even in 3 years. So that's a most important funda for smart study, because we have faced it. We know how much is possible. And unfortunately for them, what they do is they subscribe to some free WhatsApp groups. If you have a low confidence level now, if you are a part of any other academy, you have been preparing, self-preparing, whatever, but you feel like you don't have that confidence within you. Now, many students will tell me that now when I sat for the exam, I felt like, no, I have all the questions I'm familiar with. Because the examiner very well knows that there are students whose clarity of concepts is very low. Okay, like it's a kind of, on the other side of that January 8th is your dream coming true. I'll tell you one very important mantra which you should be doing you should be practicing this. Hi, and a very warm welcome to all the NEET MDS entrance aspirants. As you all know that the dates for the next or the upcoming NEET MDS exam is announced. Now, will it be postponed and all those? It's a different topic of discussion. But let's imagine that it's going to happen on 8th of January. And how you should be assuring your NEET MDS seat in a government dental college. That's what is going to be the topic of discussion. What to be done in the next 3 months to come. Okay, it's not the same when you have 6 months, when you have 10 months, it's a different story. When you have 3 months in front of you, it's a different story. So let's discuss. So topic of discussion for today, or topics covered for today will be, the first thing, why is this NEET MDS exam so special? Yes, it's so special. I'm not saying this because it's being, it has come early or anything. No, it's so special, and it is the best exam for many of you. Okay, it is going to be one of the best exams you people will be attempting. I'll tell you the reason for that. Now, how to assure, now this is a key area, how to assure that you are in the competition for the government seat. Okay, how to assure that. Now, what not to do, you'll get lots of videos what to do. I'm going to tell you what not to do in the next 3 months so that you're going to assure a seat. Okay, and finally, we're going to launch a crash course, and for whom this crash course is for, so it will include all the principles which I've told you. This crash course will be applying that, and I'll tell you what to be done and what not to be done. Next is how to effectively study. Very important, the key word there, effectively. Okay, in the next 3 months, that is a result oriented approach. You can study for the next 3 months in whatever way you want, but how to do it effectively and how to make it as a kind of an result-oriented approach. So let us start with the first topic. Why is this NEET MDS exam so special? Now, why is it so special? Any guesses? Because of least competition. Why is it least competition? I would say it is one of the least competitive NEET MDS exam you have ever written. Now, why is it so least competitive? As you all know, the counseling has just begun. Okay, the counseling process has just begun. So usually what happens every year? Usually what happens is that by December the exam gets over. By January the results come, isn't it? And by March you get the counseling started, and most of the students start their preparation by May. Those repeaters or those who were studying previously, those who didn't get through in their previous NEET exam, they start their serious preparation from May, and then definitely the next 6 months is going to be serious preparation for them, and they are the most competitive people for all of you. Now, unfortunately for them, they have no such option in front of them this time. Okay, now this also gives a chance for the exam to get postponed, because there is a possibility that many students are going to go for the case that this is what is going to happen. So yes, that's one reason why the exam could be postponed, but yeah, we can't say anything about the NBE. It can say that no, it's going to happen. Okay, so see, these students are not competing with you. You're going to compete now. Those people who are repeaters or just started last year, was not getting a good rank, so they didn't even think of counseling also. So you people are the key factors this year. Okay, you are going to compete with freshers, and freshers, please note, you're going to compete with them. So it should be like the competition. You have to understand the competitor in front of you. Okay, so it's going to be one of the least competitive exam because the majority of the key players are not, I would say, I'm not saying that they will not participate in the exam because it's happening in January. Now see, the thing is that they will have this confusion where to concentrate on. Should I learn for NEET MDS or should I go for the counseling? And if any one of you are listening to it, yes, you have to concentrate both. Okay, you have to concentrate on both. Start quick revisions. Okay, again, you should also understand your competition this time. You're competing with people who are expecting that the exam is not going to happen now. Okay, so that's why it's so special. So don't miss out this golden opportunity, and I'm going to tell you how to face it effectively, how to learn for it effectively in the next 3 months, so that you are going to get your best MDS entrance exam. Now, for those students who were disappointed last year because they didn't get a good rank, this is a golden opportunity for you all. This is the golden opportunity. You can't get a better NEET MDS exam. Okay? You can't get a better NEET MDS exam. So please make use of it. I'm going to tell you what needs to be done. Okay, watch the entire lecture so to know that how to effectively tackle this and make it the best exam of your life, or the most easiest exam, or the most effective exam of your life. Now, when I say you that it's the least competitive exam, how to assure that you are there in the competition? Okay, how to make it assured? That is, don't cover things blindly. Okay, you should have a goal in your mind. Okay, there should be a target in your mind that you have to finish this much in this much amount of time. More importantly, you should go as fast as possible. Okay, as fast as effectively as possible, I would say. Okay, so don't simply blindly say that I will finish the entire current first, or I'm going to do this whole thing first, or I'm going to do this particular chapter perfectly from Dental Pulse. No. Okay, I'll tell you what to be done. So don't cover blindly. Have a target in your mind, because you have got your exam there on the January of 8th. So that's your target. So when should you be finishing? At least 1 month prior, you should be finishing up the entire things quickly, as fast as possible. Then it's revision, mock exam, revision exams. Okay, so that is the first thing you have to note. Then don't overdo. This is the biggest mistake, whether you have got 10 months in front of you, whether you have got 6 months in front of you, 3 months in front of you. The biggest mistake the students make, okay, that is they overdo things, what is not required. Okay, there is one basic funda the students of Dental MDS Academy know. What is that? You should be knowing what others know. That's the most important thing. First thing is, you should be knowing what others know, because you're competing with the top person only. You're not competing blindly in such a way that you're going to score 100 out of 100, or you're not going to score 240 out of 240. You should be knowing what the entire India knows. That's the first thing you have to do. So you should never overdo, because the time is limited. If you're overdoing, you are compromising on something what is more important. Okay, that is very important to note. And do the minimum needed first. So what is the minimum needed first? The minimum needed is Dental Pulse. Now many students will tell me that I have done, or Dental Pulse or Dentist, whatever, whichever book, not both anyway. So Dental Pulse, many students will tell me that I did Dental Pulse 3 times, 4 times, so I've been repeating thrice, I've been repeating 4 times, I've done Dental Pulse so perfectly that I know it way in, way out. I would say that you know only Dental Pulse. What is more important is to understand the concepts in Dental Pulse. Okay, so that's also very important. So that's how our lectures are immensely going to increase your confidence. That's where the crash course is going to play a very important role. Okay, it is going to clear your concepts. Yeah, it's basically the Dental Pulse only, but definitely it's going to clear your concepts in your Dental Pulse. That's the minimum needed. Dental Pulse is the minimum needed in front of you. If you've done that, definitely you are there in the competition. Okay, now cover up the dark spots. Again, the importance of lectures of Dental MDS Academy is that they cover up the dark spots for you. Now, if you analyze quickly, if you have listened to one of my lectures of analysis of the exams, you will see that 100 questions are very simple. The next 50 questions are a little tricky, but definitely simple again. But the next 30 to 50 questions are called the dark spots, the difficult areas, which definitely it is there in your previous exam papers, whether it's dental pulse, dentist or whatever, Neeraj Wadwan or whatever, it is there. But thing is that if you don't understand the concepts there, you're going to get into trouble. Okay, so please, that is very, very, very crucial that you should be understanding the dark spots. A very typical example I used to give is that the tests of significance in your community dentistry, chi-square test, t-test, ANOVA test, what exactly, where to exactly apply this? That's very important. Now, coming on to the medical topics, do you know exactly what is arrhythmia? What are different types of arrhythmia if they ask you? No, general medicine entirely, many things, especially the cardiovascular system, the murmurs. So do you know the concept behind that? If you don't know, if a question comes, maybe you have studied the entire chapter on, or you have read the entire chapter on cardiovascular system, you have learned the charts of murmurs, but if you have not understand the concept, or if you have not understood the concept, the problem is that you're going to miss it out or you're going to go wrong there. So that's a most critical, crucial area which we name it as dark spots. So make sure you're thorough with the dark spots. Okay, that is there. Yes, in our lectures it will be covered. So that's the next thing. Then attempt more exams. Now see, you're going to attempt an MCQ based exam. You're clear with the concepts. You understand the concepts. You watch the lectures. You're very thorough. You have done your dental pulse. But the problem is what? What if a new question comes? Okay, what if you are exposed to a new question? So attempt as many exams as possible. No, I'm not saying that you should be attempting short exams. No. Long exams, 240 questions, 180 minutes, mock exams, revision exams. Okay, attempt it as many as possible. Okay, attempt them. So start with short exams, definitely, subject-wise exams, which is there as a part of crash course. Then start doing the revision exams and mock exams. Okay, so that's another thing. Now some students will say me that I don't want exams, I just want lectures. Now, if you are part of another coaching center and you want your concepts to be cleared, then you are most welcome, no problem. There has been students who have been there in different coaching centers saying that my concepts were not clear and they came to our academy, their concepts got clear from our lectures and they got through. So if you are someone like that, it's fine, but otherwise I want you to do as many as test papers. Okay, so please, what is most important is don't overdo and make sure you're doing the minimum plus you're doing the dark spots. If you do these things, these three things, I can guarantee you shit. Now, one of the most crucial things, what not to do in the next 3 months, very important, don't overdo. As I've told you, never overdo. Your time is very limited. So if you're overdoing, then what is going to happen? You're going to compromise on something what is more important. Simple things, what is more crucial. So what is overdoing? That's a different story. I'll tell you what to do, definitely. So don't overdo. That means just follow what is being said to you. Okay, don't ever overdo. Next, don't try to master anything. Don't think that I'm going to master I'm going to master orthodontics for the next upcoming NEET. See, you have got 3 months. You can't master. And mastering is not required also. Remember, I told you that you should be knowing what others know. It's not that you should be master in a particular subject or all the 20 subjects. You should be knowing what others know. Is it possible for anyone to master? No. You ask any topper, did they master dental pulse? They will say no. Yes, I revised it 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, fine. And I even know students who have revised it twice and got through. So it's basically a smart study. It's not overdoing. It is not perfecting. Please note. Okay, and don't lose your confidence. You will come across lots of problems, and many students will say that it's because I started my preparation now. If I would have started 6 months back, if I would have started 10 months back, I would have done better. No, people, when they start early, the problem with them is that they overdo things. Okay, they become lazy. They think that I will do everything what is there in the world. One student yesterday sent me a message saying that, sir, before joining Dental Me's Academy, I thought that the method of preparation is that I need to get lots of bunches of notes. Okay, just pick notes. Okay, and read that, revise that. No. that's not the thing. And people usually, when they start early, this is a mistake they make. They overdo. So don't think that, okay, I would have done better, so now I'm not getting that confidence. No, no one is confident. Ask even the topper. He or she will tell you that I'm also not very confident. Topper in the sense, now they might not be knowing, but once the exam is over, ask them, were you confident 3 months back? They will tell you, no, I was not confident. Okay, I tried my best. Now see, the thing is that maintain the positivity and confidence. Okay, maintain the positivity and confidence and never give up. Now you'll come across situations where you feel like, oh my God, it's too much for me. But see, it's only 3 months in front of you. If you work really hard in the next coming 3 months, please note, you're going to get your dream seat and you're going to get a stipend of 60,000, 70,000 for just following your passion. So isn't it wonderful? You work really hard for the next 3 months and you're going to get what you ever dreamt of. So never ever give up. The day you give up, you're out of the competition. The day you just stick on, carry on till the NEET exam, you are there in the competition, provided you are not overdoing. Okay? So that's what not to do. Okay? Don't overdo, don't try to master anything, don't lose your confidence, and never ever give up. Now what I'm going to tell you next is that how to effectively prepare in the next 3 months. A result-oriented approach. No, all of you, what is your aim? It's not like gaining knowledge in all the 20 subjects. No, it should be a result-oriented approach. By the time you reach, like when the results come in 2023, maybe in February, what should be the end result? You've got a seat in a government dental college. Okay, you've got a rank below 300. So it should be a result-oriented approach, isn't it? Result-oriented approach. First thing, never panic. Okay, never panic. You can't perfect anything. You can't perfect anything in 3 months. Okay, never panic. No one is going to perfect anything in 3 months. And remember, I told you previously, not even in 3 years. You can't perfect anything. Even if you're given 3 years, you might be thinking that students who started 10 months back, 12 months back, they have perfected things out. No, it's not like that. What they do is they overdo things. They become lazy. They think like that. They think like this. They waste their time and all those things, and finally end up in the same situation where they have 3 to 4 months in front of them and they really push themselves. Okay, and the students who are starting fresh, they think that, oh my God, people who have started early might have done better. No. So don't panic. Never give up. You can't perfect anything. 20 subjects, even you can't perfect it in 1 year. 20 subjects. So what is important? Smart learning, smart study. Okay, smart study. Now, you should know what others know. That's a most important funda for smart study. You should be knowing what others know. You are competing with whom? Maybe the first rank holder of the country. So what you should be knowing? What he knows. That's it. Now, how much does he know? How much can he master? Imagine he has been studying for the last 1 year, 12 months. How much subjects are there? 20 subjects are there. So in this 12 months, how much can you master in 20 subjects? The bare minimum. Usually the dental pulse. Okay, now see, purely going behind dental pulse, as I've told you previously, it's not enough. You have to be thorough with the concepts. So there's a different story. So students watching only this part of the lecture, let me remind you, it's not that just go dental pulse. No, you should be knowing the dark spots. You should be understanding the concepts which is explained in other lectures. You should be knowing what others know. That's the key area. Now cover the minimum needed first. So definitely cover the lectures first. Okay, cover the lectures right away. Go to your MCQ book. Done. Go for the next chapter. Cover the lectures right away. Go for the MCQ book. This is the approach. What is needed in the next 3 months? It is nothing other than this. Okay, and in between, try to attempt the test papers. That's the key. And if you can do that, I would rather say that you are assured with the seat, because we have faced it. We know how much is possible. We know how much confident we were 3 months prior. We know how much we were knowing, how much we were thorough with the topics 3 months before. So I can very effectively tell you that there is nothing to worry about. Just cover first what is minimum needed. And that is there in the lectures and dental pulse. Then solve the MCQs. Learn more. Definitely everything is there in front of you in those lectures and your MCQs or dental pulse or dentist. Okay. Now don't go behind controversial questions. Now it is not the time for that. Okay, I've seen many students the last moment, oh my God, what if this question comes? Be positive, it will not come. If it comes, everyone is going to get into trouble. Okay, so don't go behind controversial questions. You don't need to score 240 out of 240. No. Okay, revise daily. Revise daily, little by little. Whatever you have learned yesterday, just turn around the pages and see what did you learn. That's enough. Because the time available in front of you is 3 months, means whatever you have learned today or tomorrow, it will be fresh there for at least next 3 months, provided you were learning it in a systematic way. And definitely that's what the method we follow in our lectures. So revise daily, something. Okay. Now make it simple. See, many people, make it very complicated. What if it is like that? What if it is like this? You are not going to put the question, and the question paper, the person who's putting the question also doesn't think in that complicated way like many students have seen. So make it simple. What is your aim? Get into a government college. So don't think in a way where a research scholar thinks. It's not needed. Make it simple. What is in front of you? Learn it. Attempt more questions. You're going to see some different ways of asking the same questions, and don't yourself make it complicated. Okay. Now enjoy your preparation. Don't worry. You start in the morning, start enjoying it in such a way that just dream, okay, that government college I want to get in. Okay, I want to get into Maulana Azad's, how good it will be. Definitely there will be a government college which you are very familiar with. So how good it will be if I get there. How wonderful it is going to be. Isn't it? Just experience that in your mind. And you will realize that this itself will give you that motivation and determination to start. Enjoy your preparation, and please note, you are not going to perfect anything. Okay, so do your best every day. That's the key, and don't overdo. If you do these two things, you're there. Okay, so it's very important that you should go for a result-oriented approach. It's not a blind approach where you just learn everything, whatever is coming in front of you. Now, some students, what they do is at the last 3 months, they are very good in their preparation. They have done wonderfully well, and unfortunately for them, what they do is they subscribe to some free WhatsApp groups which they discuss very complicated, very unnecessary, very foolish, very not required type of questions, which will just decrease your confidence. And there will be some students in that particular group who is very familiar with those questions, probably because they are in that particular coaching center. And when you see them answering the questions, you say, oh my God, I've prepared for 7 months, 10 months. No, I'm just tired. These people are so brilliant. No, it is not like that. Please don't make such mistakes. Don't subscribe to any free WhatsApp group. Okay, it is not going to benefit you. I had one of my friends when I was preparing. He was a member of 25 groups and used to collect all those questions. Okay, I told him, see, this is not the way. But he followed that, and unfortunately for him, he didn't get through. So that's a result-oriented approach. Now, as you all know, the dates of the exams are out, and we have launched a new crash course. Okay, which will be there for you the next 3 months, and which is extendable, because most probably there's a chance that exam can get postponed. So for whom is this crash course for? Everyone with a positive attitude and determination. Anyone have got a positive attitude that I want to crack NEET. I have the determination, I can do it in the next 3 months. Forget about anything else, forget about all my problems, and I'm going to be fully determined and give my best for the next 3 months. That's the key. Okay, and aiming to get a government seat. Okay, government dental college seat. Okay, but now there's a problem. What is that? You should be knowing very clearly what to do and what not to do. Okay, you should be knowing very clearly that what you should not be doing and what you should be doing. So if you're just watching this lecture alone, I would say go and refer to the lectures which is explaining about how to assure your seat in a government dental college. Okay, so that's very important to know what to be done in the next 3 months. That's very crucial. Now, if you have a low confidence level, now if you are a part of any other academy, you have been preparing, self-preparing, whatever, but you feel like you don't have that confidence within you because you are low in your basics. I'm not talking about basic subjects, I'm talking about basics overall. You feel like I can answer many questions, but some areas, my concepts, my clarity is low. Okay, about the concepts. So if you have that kind of feeling, that crash course is for you, because our lectures is an ultimate guide for you to build up your confidence in the next 3 months. Okay, now if you are not able to attempt new and twisted questions, if you feel like, again, you're able to attempt many questions, but when it gets twisted, you feel like, okay, your concepts are not very clear. And why is that? Because again, the reason is your concepts in these areas are not clear, your basics are not clear. You might have learned lots of MCQs, you have solved lots of MCQs, but you have not done a systematic approach in learning your basics. If that is your problem, then definitely I would recommend you to go for the crash course. Okay, and now if you want to be covering up the dark spots, I've explained in one of my lectures what dark spots are. What are they? These are the areas, these are the most crucial areas. Okay, analysis of the previous exam, how is it? 100 questions are very simple. Okay, 50 questions, the next 50 questions are little bit at higher level, but definitely again comes under a simple category. But in the next 30 to 50 questions are going to be dark spots, which are basically demanding your clarity of concepts. That's called the dark spots. If you think that your dark spots are not very clear, I would suggest you to go for this. Okay. Now, many students will tell me that now when I sat for the exam, I felt like, no, all the questions I'm familiar with. Okay, now you'll ask me, okay, before that, you'll ask me that I said 100, 50, 200, what about the next 40? Now that's a different story. That is, in that, there are going to be 15 to 20 questions where you should not be attempting. Okay, depending upon the difficulty level of the exam. Probably I would rather say 10 to 20. Okay, 10 to 20 questions, very difficult, you should not be attempting. And again, in that there's going to be 10 to 20 questions which you should be attempting, which is very difficult. So that's a different area where we have discussed in various of our lectures how to attempt such questions. So overall, I've discussed in many of our lectures that how to attempt the question paper. But let's come back to the dark spots, that if you feel like you are not thorough with the concepts, you can't go for the exam saying that I'm very much thorough with the dental pulse, I'm going to get a no. Because the examiner very well knows that there are students whose clarity of concepts is very low. Okay, so you should be very clear with the concepts. Dear NEET MDS aspirants, you've got 3 months in front of you, expecting that it is not getting postponed. And yes, as you all know, it is one of the least competitive exams you're going to face. I've told the reason in one of the lectures why it is least competitive. So please make use of it. Don't overdo things. Okay, don't overdo things. Don't think that I'm going to perfect it. Don't ever lose your confidence and don't give up. Keep putting your efforts, maximum efforts every day. The next 3 months, if you're going to work really hard, okay, like it's a kind of, on the other side of that January 8th is your dream coming true. So do you want that to happen? Yes. Then give your best every day. Forget about everything. Now see, you are not going to do everything perfectly every day. But what I'll tell you, one very important mantra which you should be doing you should be practicing this. Okay, whether you are there in an academy or not there in the academy. See, you should be saying to yourself, before going to sleep, now you have given your best, probably many a times you feel like I have not done perfectly, I know, but what you should be saying to yourself is what? Tell 3 times to yourself before going to sleep, I have done my best. Okay, I have done my best, I'm going to do it better tomorrow. That's the key. Say this 3 times before going to sleep. That will give you that positivity within you. Instead, if you're saying that, oh my God, I didn't do anything today, I didn't study anything today, tomorrow also it's going to happen again, because your body is used to, your subconscious mind is used to that particular wordings that I didn't do anything today. So it will just perceive it like, okay, this guy is what? This guy is useless, he doesn't need much of an effort. Instead, say to yourself that I have done my best, I'm going to do better tomorrow. Wake up in the morning. Close your eyes, think of your dream seat, where do you want? And yes, tell to yourself, I'm going to give my best for that particular seat today. Okay, that's a positivity you need to do. Okay, so that's all. I'll end up my lecture here. Thank you for watching and take care.